Hi, my name is Stacy Smith. I am a Senior Account Executive with BLR. HR.blr.com is one place where you can get all of your HR compliance and training. So the whole point of the website is to give the HR person one location to get everything that they need. What I like most about it is it doesn't matter what level of HR you're working from. You can be someone who's been in HR for 30 years and you have your PHR, your SPHR certifications, and you're looking to us to just learn what's new and help keep you up to date and do some of the cumbersome tasks that you don't want to do or don't have time to do. Or you can be somebody brand new to HR and you need to figure out what you need to know, what you don't even know. Or you can be someone who's not even in HR, but put in the role and tasked with the duties of an HR person with virtually no knowledge of what's right. And the site will take you step by step through what you would need to do to put together an HR program, what pitfalls to avoid, what the legal requirements are, all the way up to turning you into that professional where you're doing everything correctly and then giving you the resources that you won't have to create yourself. I was in retail sales management, and I was one of those people who was tasked with the duties of the HR person without any formal HR training. I had to hire people, I had to terminate people, I had to write up disciplinary action forms, I had to do soup to nuts, everything the HR person had to do, with the exception of open enrollment and doing insurance forms. I had to do everything else. And it was a christening by fire. I had to learn. So I remember one of my last duties I did when I left my last position, I wanted to give my assistant manager a raise. And my boss wanted me to justify it. So I had to find what comparable pay was for people in that position in our area. And I spent a 9-hour day Googling and on the internet and just calling my connections and networking and just cold calling local businesses, just trying to get the information. And I had a little tiny result at the end, and I made my case. But my first week on the job here, I saw that we had a salary center on hr.blr.com. And just for kicks, I went in and I put in my information, because in the salary center, you just put in the job you want, you put in your demographic profile, and then the site will give you your results, and it will break down by industry, by subcategory, by state, by metro area, by number of respondents. It gives you an average. It breaks it down by percentile. So I put in my job, I put in my demographic profile, and I had a result of 2.3 million in 3 seconds. So I had a 9-hour day with a handful of results, and I had a 3-second day with 2.3 million. And that whole first week was just amazing to me, learning what the site can do for you. And then it was bittersweet because I was counting back all the hours in my days I'm never getting back, that I did all that stuff by hand. But that's when I fell in love with the site. And I think when I show the site to people, that's what comes through. Because when I'm talking to somebody who is tasked with the duties, I know what they're going through. When I talk to somebody who's been doing it forever, and they've got so many other things on their plate that keeping up with the changing laws, it's more than they can do. I feel their pain too, so I think it comes through, my love for the site, because I feel what they feel, and I know the site can help them with all that. We have job descriptions. They're pre-written. We've got 2 sections. You've got one section with 500 Word document job descriptions, totally customizable. They've got all your ADA compliant information in there. They've got it broken down for you, and you just tweak it any way you want. And then we've got a tool on there that's completely interactive. It's called the Job Description Manager. There's 2,900 jobs in there, and we give you backup libraries of additional task skills, attributes. You can create your own and make your own library, which stores right there on the website. If you have questions about, is this compliant with ADA, you can just look it right up. There's a link right there that tells you, what you need to know as you create them. And you don't have to build the job description at all. You can add to it, customize it, do whatever you want, and it takes just minutes instead of days. Everything about this site is drilled down to save you time, everything about it. In addition to the job descriptions, obviously from there you'd go to the Salary Center, which I couldn't gush about more before anyway, but there's a link right between the job description and the Salary Center. So if after you look up your job descriptions you want the salary, you just click one button and it takes you right there. The job is already programmed in and it gives you the result for your salary for that job. Everything's there. One of the things that our customers at BLR use us for the most, and probably one of the reasons we win the awards that we do, is just the way we provide you information. If you need to research laws of any kind, you just put in the topic you want. Healthcare reform, ADA, FMLA. I say FMLA and everybody groans. But you just plug in the law that you want, and it will give you a side-by-side, state and federal, plain English comparison of the law. And then you can just change your state. So if you're a multi-state subscriber, you can go through, plug in your law, get your state information, change your state, get your new state information, and keep going that way. Now, the plain English is important because we've taken all the legal jargon out. Even though we've taken the legal jargon out, we still leave in the state statutes, the Code of Federal Regulations, the case law, so you can still reference all that, but you will understand it as you read through it. It's not done in legalese. Beyond that, especially if you're a multi-state subscriber, if you don't want to go through one by one, state by state by state, we also have these state comparison charts, which will give you one big overview of all the different states and what the main provisions are of the law state to state on each topic. So you can get the little quick overview or you can get the detailed analysis. We provide you both. If you have a situation that's not cookie cutter, you are having something go on maybe with an employee and you don't find the exact answer you need in the general law, you can email our attorneys directly. And that's part of the service as well. They give you a guaranteed turnaround time for your answer is 3 business days. So typically they'll get back to you the same day. They're pretty amazing, but a guaranteed time of no more than 3 business days for your answer. So soup to nuts. We will tell you everything that you need to know, give you all the resources to accomplish it, and then if you still have questions beyond that, you go to the attorneys and they'll help you out with that as well. On hr.blr.com, we have a whole training section, and we have over 1,300 pieces of instructor-led training. So you can download audios, PowerPoints, in-depth meetings. We have our talks that BLR is trademarked. We have 7-minute safety trainers and 10-minute HR trainers. And those are mini meetings, but they still have a formal tone. They still all have handouts and they all have quizzes, and they're meant to be done in 7 to 10 minutes. We have the PowerPoint presentations are 100% customizable, and they include all the components that you would need to deliver the training. You've got quizzes, which are customizable. You've got handouts, you've got trainers' suggestions, you've got a trainer's guide, that's your train the trainer, and then you also have speaker's notes. So we give you the entire script of everything to say, as well as giving you the materials to do it. And there's also training exercises there too, so you can get your employees involved in the training. It's not just you doing all the work, it's actually interactive. The courses that we cover are a wide range. We have all of your compliance-based courses, ADA, FMLA, you've got FLSA, all the heavy hitter compliance-based courses, sexual harassment, diversity, but then you also have the soft skills. We've got some leadership courses, communication, motivating employees, dealing with challenging employees, and there's even an overlap of some basic office safety too. So you've got some OSHA courses on there. You know, you've got your slips and trips and your bloodborne pathogens, and you've got a little bit of HAZCOM, so there's all different kinds of training on there, anything that you would need to be compliant, and then a lot of stuff to just teach and motivate people as well. When our attorneys get a lot of questions about a particular topic, we develop these things called resource centers. Obviously, healthcare reform has been a big one lately, so we have a resource center on healthcare reform. So you can go to one section on the site and we have video tutorials, we have guidance documents, we have training, just all different ways that you can get yourself brought up to date with what the current regulations are and what you need to do to be compliant with the harder laws. You know, there'll be one on FMLA. That's a law that changes pretty frequently, so a lot of people might know it yesterday but get confused for tomorrow. So we have the resource centers for that. And then for the new guy to HR, we've got HR 101. And that one gives you your startup information. You know, I'm a small company. I only have 10 employees. Well, we have a chart on there that'll tell you if you have this many employees, this law applies to you. This is what it does, and this is what you have to do to be compliant. So it absolutely spells it out for you, so you can get compliant with the laws, teaches you what you need to know, and then gives you the resources to accomplish it. Because the site is pretty much put together by HR attorneys and legal editors, you can skip a lot of steps. So if you were developing a handbook, typically you'd write or find your policies, compile them all together, and send them off to an attorney to be reviewed. Well, we have almost 500 policies pre-written on there for you, and they're customizable. And then we have a program on there to develop your handbook as well. It will let you load in the policies you want. It gives you a library of policies already in there. So you can choose from the ones in there, the backup library we offer you, or you can put in your own as well. You can use a mix. And then the system will let you know if it's for managers or employees. It will tell you which ones are recommended that every handbook should have, so you don't even have to guess which ones you should put in. And then you put in your information. It'll customize all of the policies for you automatically. It makes a table of contents. It numbers your pages. It puts your page breaks in. It gives you this gorgeous little finished product. And all you do is give it a name and save it. It's very easy to use. So 6 months of your life can be drilled down to an afternoon. It's a lot easier. And because they were already written by attorneys and legal editors, you can skip the step of sending it off to an attorney to be reviewed, unless you've made a lot of changes and feel like, you know, you might have overstepped some things, in which case you're more than welcome to take that step as well. We would love to have you look at hr.blr.com for yourself. If you just set up a quick online tour with one of us, we'll walk you through the parts of it that you most want to see. Won't take up a lot of your time, and you can actually interact and see what the site can do for you, whether you're the brand new person that wants to learn, or whether you're the HR person that's been doing this forever and just wants to see how we handle the updates and the laws for you. Just a few minutes of your time and we'll walk you through a demo, and you can actually see what the site will do for you. It's very easy to subscribe to. We offer you a 1-year, 2-year, 3-year subscription, so you can, you know, take it out for as long as you want or just test the waters. And we give you all your support services. So in addition to the attorney questions you can ask, you'll get an account manager, and we'll help you through your day-to-day things as well. If you are having trouble navigating something, finding something, using something, you just call or email your account manager, and we help you with what you're doing at that time. We've all been doing this a long time and are experts in the field. We can help you find anything you need on the site.